Hi, welcome to today's video. So, you might have heard this word called the Great Acceleration in the context of climate change. Now, we are going to look at what is this Great Acceleration that is used in climate change. So, around the second half of the 20th century is quite unique in the history of human existence on Earth. Now, many human activities reached takeoff points sometime in the 20th century and sharply accelerated towards the end of the century. Now, the last 60 years have without any doubt seen the most profound transformation of the human relationship with the natural world in the history of humankind. Now, we have seen the kind of massive transformation that we have done in the planet. Now, the Great Acceleration is loosely defined as the dramatic, continuous, and roughly simultaneous surge across a large range of measures of human activity, first recorded in the mid 20th century and continuing to this day. Effects of accelerating human changes are now clearly discernible at Earth system level. Many key indicators of the functioning of the Earth system are now showing responses that are, at least in part, driven by the changing human imprint on the planet. The human imprint influences all components of the global environment: oceans, coastal zones, atmosphere, and land. Dramatic though these human driven impacts appear to be, their rates and magnitude must be compared to the natural patterns of variability in the Earth system to begin to understand their significance. So, what you see here is the two set of graphs, both in the socio-economic trends as well as the Earth system trends. This is from the International Geosphere and Biosphere Programs estimates and graphs. So, you see here how world population is skyrocketing by the time around 1950s. Both, you would see this for the OECD countries, you see this for the BRICS countries, and you will also see this for other countries. And then what you see is urban population in the planet, which is skyrocketing by the time of 1950s. And then you see the real GDP of countries again accelerating dramatically by this time. You would also see foreign direct investment skyrocketing after 1950s, and you also see the primary use of energy accelerating by 1950s. You also see large dams skyrocketing by this time. You would see water use, you would also see paper production, you would see fertilizer consumption, you see transportation, you would see telecommunication, international tourism. This is the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So you see the dramatic acceleration that takes place by 1950s, though it has started much before in the human history. You see methane. This is again the global atmospheric methane. You see nitrous oxide, you see surface temperature of Earth, you see stratospheric ozone, you see marine fish capture in the form of depletion, you see ocean acidification massively accelerating, you see coastal nitrogen, you see shrimp aquaculture, tropical forest loss, domesticated land, terrestrial biosphere degradation. So, this is the kind of great acceleration that we have had since 1950s. So the 1950s was also hugely agreed or have had much more consensus to be marked as what is called as the Anthropocene, which I will discuss in a separate video separately. So this is what is the great acceleration exactly. So the kind of acceleration that we have had as an impact on Earth. So of course what we need to do is, of course, we need to cut down on all of these graphs if we really have to protect the Earth, if we really have to reverse the impacts of changing climate.